Hi. Okay, so how I would go about teaching this course is obviously start in modules. Whatever you record, they're not going to watch 9 chances out of 10 before the class starts. So when you ask them, like, if you haven't watched it, watch it now. But you'll want to make sure that you're doing overviews in each module, like quick little videos on how to complete the assignments. The first week, I tell them exactly how I want them to complete the assignment. So I will do an overview video on how to do the welcome, the syllabus, the grading, and the information. I will also tell them about the discussion board so that they are always working ahead or on schedule. On that first week, I also will share the budget decision assignment. Because it takes so long to complete, you just want to make sure that you're telling them in advance, or else it's one of those things where they will be completely left in the dark. When you click on it, there is the PDFs that I created. I do apologize. As they were the Google Doc about 45 minutes ago. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can copy over the assignment and delete the other one, or they will be in the Google folder that we have. So just kind of keeping those things aware. Whenever you have a long-standing, and I call them long-standing assignments in my own head because previously I didn't have long-standing assignments like we created for this one at the top, which is the hours. But so module 3, module 4, sorry. Module 4 is the compare and contrast. And then module 5 has the no small matter, and module 6 has the NACI position statements. So that's the only reason why I say to open up all of them, is because those assignments are going to take time. The NACI position statement should probably be discussed at some point during a quick video, because they are not going to probably be as familiar with it. Remember, 200 is probably the 4th or 5th course that they are taking. So they start with 200, move to 215, and just depending on the semester, they may have to wait till 200 comes up in fall again before they get the opportunity to take it. So with that being said, I let them know that they need to complete 8 practicum hours or field experience hours, but I don't stress it on the first week. That's when I drill it down on week 2, and so that they understand, okay, I need to document 8 hours of 8 practicum hours in these 4 areas, so 2 hours each. Most trainings are 2 hours. I got this. So in a nutshell, that's what it is. The instructor resource, the e-portfolio, it's really for you. You can share some of the information if you're creating a video or however you want to work through that. But it just talks about like what an e-portfolio is, why we're getting the practice of doing it now. It talks about what an artifact is, whether that's a document, an image, a project that they've done, and then what the reflection and what the rationale is. So the rationale is, why did I choose this artifact to meet the standard? The reflection is, what did I learn? And description is what that artifact is. So for an example, if we were doing something on Standard 7 and it was regarding practicum hours, it would be, my artifact is my certificate of completion for the internship. The description would be my completion of 487 hours of internship hours at this location. And then it would be going through everything else, like why I chose it. I chose this because it represents the amount of time that I spent in this area. My reflection would be what I learned during those hours. And so it all kind of ties together. I think everything else is pretty standardized for you all. And then I put the PowerPoints on the bottom. If you share them, if you want to put them at the top as a resource to go over what you're talking about, that's fine with me. I talked to Barbara about maybe changing it into like a PDF, but you can't change these PowerPoints, so I guess it's fine. No matter what you do, just know that some students are going to get savvy and try and download them, but to me it doesn't matter. It's honestly, I used Gemini to create them to help us out. All right, everything else should be working, should be functional. I appreciate everyone's time and energy. I create videos on each module when I taught this online. In person, I did not create those videos because honestly, they should be paying attention in the course. So no matter how you choose to do it, will impact their success rate. But again, it'll be interesting to see 4 sections. Thank you all so much for your time. Remember, the instructor to-do list has a bunch of things listed out, and then the Google Doc has a bunch of documents. Talk to you later.